Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today we are reacting to Season 3 Episode 5 of The Ricky Gervais Show, and this one is called Karl's Day, so that's a perfectly fitting title and something that I'm going to want to listen to. What did Karl do in the day is sort of a throwback to Season 2 when they did Karl's Diary, which in my opinion was one of the best segments that this show has done. Besides Monkey News, potentially, both of them are rivaling for the top spot, that's for sure. Yeah guys, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. We're coming towards the end of the Ricky Gervais Show, very sad, so I'm hoping that when they do go out, they go out with a perfect ending, because yeah, I've enjoyed this show, and I hope you guys have enjoyed me reacting to it as well. And yeah guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. And here we go guys, HBO Entertainment. Oh man, I've missed this show. I really do miss it when it'll go for quite a while without watching it. But I guess, what's the saying? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I think I've got a case of this right here with this show.
Have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations.
And they always are pointless.
Testing. Is that alright?
Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And
Hello.
the little round-headed buffoon that is Karl Pilkington.
Alright. You alright? I'm never gonna get bored of that, guys. I'm never gonna get bored of that.
Karl, what doesn't annoy you? That's the question, really.
No, I'm not going to sit here and... different things annoy me. But I don't just go about getting annoyed.
Seems
Stuff
like
happens. No. Stuff happens.
What's annoyed you this week?
I mean, I tend to get annoyed when people around me get annoyed. I'm never the one who's going in somewhere getting annoyed. I'm quite happy-go-lucky, me.
You're having a laugh.
I'm not.
That's rubbish. There is nothing about... No one would ever say that.
No one...
How would you describe Karl Pilkington?
Happy-go-lucky.
I wouldn't say it either. He's not.
I whistle a lot, I've told you.
Yeah, only to annoy people when you're playing Scrabble.
No, I just... At the end of the day, I think the problem is, most of the day, I'm on my own.
Right.
Right? I'm doing DIY at home. I'm quite happy.
Yeah.
No one's there annoying me. I
see.
go for my lunch later than everyone else, so I don't have to see people.
He's like Quasimodo.
He enjoys his own company.
He's like coming down when everyone else is not there.
No one's around. Suzanne!
No, but then that's the problem. Suzanne then comes home. She's been sort of with people, so she comes in with loads of energy, and I'm going, just slow down.
Yeah.
Stop going on, then she's breaking stuff, and that's probably the last thing.
She's breaking.
She's heavy-handed with all the stuff I've been fixing.
I see.
She broke the shutters. What else did she break?
Well, you could have done a good job.
I did do a good job.
Shutters? Where do you live? In the Old West?
Some shutters on a window. She heavy-handed.
Karl would be a great
I
cowboy.
don't want them to see me. What a mum. So what else has she broken?
She's always breaking stuff. The light switch outside. Heavy-handed. She forces things. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter how hard you hit it or how hard you pull it. Just tell me if it doesn't work and I'll sort it.
Yeah.
That's what I do these days. I'm like a caretaker to Suzanne's house. I'm wandering around replacing stuff that she's fucked up.
So she annoys you. She comes home. You've had a lovely day of peace on your own.
So the only person that likes you and talks to you annoys you.
And when you're at home doing your DIY, I want to picture that scene.
Well, okay, right. We've never done this before, right? But let's do a typical day. We've known each other now. How long have we known Karl? Nearly 10 years.
Feels like a long time,
right?
yeah.
So, let's do a typical day in the life of Karl Pilkington.
And of course,
So
there's
my
an
first
orange
question is,
there.
What
Just
time
why
does Suzanne
not?
have to wake up? Does that annoy you? Does she have to get up earlier than you?
Because she's got a proper job.
The alarm goes off.
What time?
About 7.
That seems early.
Yeah, but I'm used to it now.
Okay.
At the
Now you
moment,
spring out of bed, make her a cup of tea, do you?
no.
Right.
I let her get up, mess about.
By mess about, you mean get ready for work?
Start breaking
Yeah.
your stuff.
Right.
She's not being quiet. So I'm awake now. Right?
What do you mean she's not being quiet?
Well, she's just banging about, like I say, heavy-handed. I don't know how she does it. It's just doors and stuff. Everything seems like the Hulk's in the house. Bounding about. Just don't be heavy-handed with it. When even like pulling the curtains shut and stuff, because it's not her who has to fix it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When she's yanking at them and pulling them open, it's like just pull them like that. I've put them on a nice rail. Just pull them slowly like that.
Right.
It's things like that.
This sounds like these jobs aren't done correctly.
That's what
They
I'm
are
thinking.
There could be an
because if you
element
get
of
like
that.
a-
There could be an
you know,
element
if
of
you get
that.
a bad pair of jeans and someone says, "Oh, you've ripped it," a good pair of jeans, they won't rip, boy.
No, just look after it. It doesn't matter if you've got good jeans or poor jeans. Treat them the same. Look after your stuff. I've always been like that.
I know,
I've
yeah.
told you from a young age I didn't like people sitting on my bed after I'd made it. It was like, I've gone to the trouble, I've made it, there's no creases in it, don't sit on it. There's a chair there, you need a chair.
Okay.
Don't sit.
That's mental, but yeah.
It's not mental.
It's the behaviour of a
It's not mental.
Yeah.
So Suzanne's
she's got-
passionate about the place.
So the doors, I mean, what's up with the doors? Do they squeak, or is the
No.
catch been done wrongly on them,
No.
or
No,
is it the
hasn't.
wrong
No.
wood or something?
No, just heavy-handed.
Oh, right, okay,
So then she has a shower. If I have a shower, I like to go second because I've got the Mr. Muscle spray that she doesn't do properly.
right.
Right.
Do you breakfast together?
Just sit on the bed, have some.
Oh, have you made the bed yet?
Yeah, it's made.
Well, don't sit on the bed if it's made.
No,
mad.
I've
Sit on
calmed
the
down.
chair.
I've calmed down. That's what I've said to her. As I'm getting older,
Yeah.
I'm easing a bit.
Yeah, you're like Doris Day.
So sit on the bed, look out
Why
the
are you
window.
Oh,
having
wow.
That makes sense to me.
No sense
Either
to me.
have breakfast in bed,
Just 'cause
classic,
the
or have it
radio-
at the kitchen
The
table.
radio's in there, and it's just kind of.
So you get up, make breakfast, go back and sit on the bed because the radio's
What's
in
going
there.
on with the crumbs, Rick?
I don't know what the crumbs are doing. But I
yeah,
just
the
wanna watch
crumbs.
two
Crumbs.
radios.
Hang on, you don't know what I'm having. I'm having cornflakes. No crumbs with cornflakes.
No.
Stays in the bowl.
So two of you are sat there. Are you sat on opposite sides of the bed looking at each other, or are you both sat on the sides of the bed
sat-
looking at the wall, listening to the radio, eating a bowl of cornflakes?
Yeah.
I mean, there's
you sort of
nothing wrong with
cross-legged on the
it.
bed, or your
It's
legs are
just
down
what he
on
likes
the
to
floor?
do.
Down on the floor.
Right.
Fully clothed now, you've had the showers.
I might have a t-shirt on and my undies.
Okay.
I haven't put my socks on yet. I don't like socks. I'd put them on last.
Why don't you like socks?
They just cut off your freedom.
All right, I don't get
Socks
that.
can cut
I don't
anything.
get
It's
that.
alright if your feet are cold, they're nice to put on, but I don't know, my socks are never that well fitting.
So
I
what?
don't
They're
really
they're
enjoy
Why
wearing
don't you
tight
get
or
socks that fit you?
Get
Because
the
I
right
never buy
size.
socks, do
They
I?
should
Let
be the
other
same
people-
size as your shoes.
Yeah,
little
I let
roll.
other people buy them for me, and they're never quite right.
But hold on though, this is a rule you've imposed on yourself.
I'm only telling you because you've asked. I didn't come in here moaning about it. I'm just
Socks
saying-
cut off your freedom. Never heard that before.
Nah.
I mean, Mandela said it.
Well, yeah, never heard socks compared to the Berlin Wall.
Yeah, I think William Wallace said it as well. Right.
Yeah, imagine that in Braveheart, just takes his socks off.
Anyway, then I'll say, right, on your way to work, take the bin bag out.
Right.
She'll do that, and then I get on with whatever I've got to do that day.
Little kiss on the cheek, on the
But why
forehead.
do you say
Pat on the head.
Pat on the head. Wow.
That's who on the head?
I'll just sort of rub the back of her head. There you go. See you later.
Then what? You're there, you got your pants on, you got your t-shirt on,
Well,
you've
you
had
listen
your
to the
cornflakes.
news, you listen to what's being said on the radio, we'll have a little discussion about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's in the mood for it, sometimes she'll go, don't worry about it.
Right, what would she say that to then? What would you worry about if you heard on the news?
I heard something about worms getting teeth,
I mean,
Right.
and she was kind of going, you know, you're not meant to worry about this news story, there's wars going on, stuff, you never
Yeah.
listen to them.
Do you remember the
Yeah,
story
he's
of the
not
words
wrong.
with the teeth? Should we be alarmed ourselves? What was the information?
It was just saying how, it was all about nature versus nurture thing,
Right?
and saying how worms that are growing up in a family where there's loads of food around,
What do you mean growing up in a family?
just a family of worms
Yeah.
in the soil.
Right.
worms can have
going through the
families.
soil. If there's loads of food for everyone, and they don't have to fight for food,
Right.
they're quite happy they don't have teeth. The ones, like the rougher worms, where there's not enough, it's like a massive family with kids left, right and centre,
Yeah.
but they haven't got the nutrients to feed them all,
Right.
they fight against each other, and the ones, they're growing teeth now.
I didn't hear the news story, so I'm going out on a limb here. I don't think it was about a worm being maybe more working class and chavvy, though.
Yeah.
With like big families, look at that, that big family can't even feed them all. And then you got middle class worms going, well, we've got enough food for everyone because we haven't overbred.
No need
You know what
to
people
grow
are like
teeth.
now? They've got researchers watching all sorts of stuff,
Right.
keeping their eye on everything. when you don't have to worry about it. A worm with teeth, if they've got teeth or not, to me it is not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem
Understood.
at all. I normally save a worm if I see one
So,
in the rain on a pavement. If I see it there, I go, someone's going to stand on that, and I chuck it and I sort of watch it for a bit, see which way it was going, give it an helping hand.
That's nice. That is nice.
Like it
that
had
is
a
nice.
name.
Well,
See
they do.
which-
No, they do though, don't they? They're always going somewhere.
Yeah.
He's going to the dentist.
You can't tell. You don't know which end its head's on.
Okay, so it's 8:05. Suzanne's gone out, you've rubbed the back of her head, she's took the rubbish out. You're there. Pants. T-shirt.
No socks.
No socks yet. What happens to the bowls of X cornflakes? Where do they go? Have you got...
I wash up.
Yeah.
You wash up, that's the next thing you do, is it? Right, okay.
Now then, do you plan ahead for the day? Do you think to yourself, Carl, make a list of stuff to do, or do you just let it go?
I let it happen. I don't
Yeah,
really-
I'd say Karl wouldn't plan.
The worst thing
he'd
for
go
me
on.
is planning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I told you before.
Yeah.
You don't get anything done by planning, is
I
what you said.
don't like the idea of waking up going, I've got to do that today, because that's when you don't look forward to doing the thing.
Yeah, he's
Whereas
not wrong.
I get up,
He's
I'm
not
washing
wrong.
up, I'll look at a wall and I'll go, those tiles aren't very good, I'm going to rip them off. So,
Jesus Christ. This is amazing. This is amazing. I mean, forget Idiot Abroad. Forget the Ricky Gervais show. Let's just have 24/7 Karl Cam. Just, I mean, think of
I'd
that when he
watch
gets
it.
up,
I'd watch it.
Suzanne leaves. We get him to, you know, he looks at a wall.
He
We go,
starts tearing the tiles off. It looks like the behaviour of a psychopath.
oh. So this is what worries me though. The fact that you're always doing DIY suggests that you didn't do a good job in the first place.
no,
Steve,
Not
am I-
necessarily.
I
Not
never,
necessarily.
ever do the same thing twice.
No,
Once
we
it's
know.
done, it's done.
Unless
I do
Suzanne
it right.
heavy
Take me
hands
time.
it.
I get it done
So
right.
this is other people's workmanship that you're undoing and doing
Definitely.
properly. Okay, right.
Now, the radio's in the bedroom, so you can't listen to the radio when you're doing your work.
I normally drag it through.
You drag it through. How big is it?
No, it's just a little clock radio thing.
So it's plugged in. It's
plug it
yeah.
in,
Okay.
Then
So if it wasn't for meeting up with me and Steve and Suzanne being home between, I don't know, 6 o'clock at night and 8 the next morning,
Yeah.
you wouldn't talk to anyone, would you?
Do you have any friends that you might talk to?
yeah, talk to some people on the phone. But then I soon get bored with that.
Right.
About 5 minutes in, I realise I'm not listening anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what were you talking about that you got bored about?
I can't remember because I got bored with it.
Yeah.
And he
That's
was
the thing with
talking,
Karl. I feel like he
I
doesn't
kinda
have
thought,
time
I
for
hope he doesn't say what
conversations. He
you
just
think
wants to
about
crack
in a
on
minute
with his
because I wasn't
work.
listening.
Right.
So what's the point of having the conversation?
I don't know.
But hold on, I call you up. It's presumably the first phone call you get. It's the first phone call I
Sometimes.
make. I call you up and I go, "What's going on, boy?" Right?
Yeah, but most of the time I don't tell you because you'll go, right, what are you doing DIY? Pay someone to do it. And we have to have all that every day.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of arguments on the phone. I mean, in the
If I'm not doing
podcast,
DIY,
there's
I
so
wouldn't be doing
many
anything,
as
and then
it
I
is.
get grumpy. Suzanne comes home, she goes, "What have you done today?" And I go, "Nothing." And I get fed up then because I don't
Because
feel like I'm worth anything.
I work harder for your career than you do. I'm always doing stuff to try and get you to do stuff. I'm always trying to get you shows and things, and I'm always trying to get you to get out there and do something towards it.
I don't want to do it. I've done it now.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
We did the programme, it goes out on the telly. Job done. If people want to watch it, they watch it. There's no point me cropping up on Loose Women
Yeah.
asking people to tune into my programme. They
Yeah.
either want to watch it or they don't. If they're watching Loose Women, I don't want them watching my programme. There's a lot of crap on the telly, and that's why,
There is,
in a way,
there is.
people go, "Oh, it's
And Loose
amazing
Women,
that
in
you're on
my
the telly."
opinion,
No,
is
not really,
part of that.
because there's
I
loads
just-
of garbage on there. Anyone can get on it.
My mum
It's not
watches it. I
special
just
anymore.
can't
It used to be
get
special
my
in the
head
80s
around
when
it.
there's like 3 channels,
They just
4
seem to
channels.
complain all the
Now
time.
it's a doddle.
But that's why you should make special TV. You should relish that.
No, because they want some sort of flumph telly, don't they? That's they don't have to. They don't
What
have
a
to
word.
think about.
What a word.
Do you mean the programme The Flumps?
He didn't say flump. He said flump.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now how are you spelling flump? It's FLUMF.
PH.
PH flump. PH flump.
PF.
PF. Oh,
PF?
Flump. Okay.
Flump
Flump.
telly.
Yeah, Flump.
Flump telly. So this way. So
Flump.
What would be an example of Flump telly?
what's flump telly?
No, I don't want to go slagging stuff off, but I'm just saying I watch
Who
less
would
and less
feature
telly
in
now.
Flump telly? Who would be a typical
Who's
person?
typical? Is it awful? Those awful docu soaps where people live their life like an open wound, saying, "Look, me fanny fell off," and
I haven't seen that.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
All that sort of stuff. I do, honestly. honestly, the amount of telly I watch now compared to a few years ago, it's non-existent.
Yeah,
Suzanne comes
same.
home at night, I might watch a Grand Designs to get some tips off it. Other than that,
So that's work. You count that as work, don't you?
Research at
well,
least.
at least you learn something. So
Yeah,
then
it's
we'll
good to
just
watch
sit and have a game of
educational
crib,
stuff.
or-
You'd have been happy in the Blitz, wouldn't you? You'd have been happy down in one of those subway stations.
Oh, Suzanne, what? What? Chimney scar? Oh no, what was that? Doodlebug. I better go up there. Oh, leave it, well, it's fine. Oh, that's bloody heavy-handed, them Germans. Bloody heavy-handed.
Well, let's go back a bit here. So you've done a bit of tiling. Good job. Please, you're halfway through. Spot a lunch around 3ish.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you pop out for lunch in a cab?
Depends. Sometimes Suzanne, as I pat her on the head, she sometimes says, "There's some ham in the fridge." And I'll go, right.
I love it. Like, it's a little choreograph. If I better pat her on the head. I don't know what's going to eat today. Oh, Karl thinks, like Pavlovian conditioning.
Yeah.
Last time I patted her on the head, she told me about some food in the fridge.
If I do it again, the same thing will happen.
Cheers. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay.
So I'll eat that.
Now, the radio's on the whole time. Is there? Because I want to picture this. You're not working in silence.
No.
Radio's on the whole time. That little squeaky radio that's sort of halfway in the doorway of the bedroom and the lounge or whatever. You've got the radio. And what station you listen to? You listen to music? You listen to
Sometimes I
speech?
listen to sort of speech stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I listen to music.
What would be speech?
That's-
like
that's a big
kind
old
of one
bit
of
of
those
fan.
phone-in programs? Or?
Phone-ins do me head in a bit.
Right.
I like, reports on stuff.
So you like to be informed as you go?
Yeah, just so it gives me something to talk about. Because if you're not with anyone all day, your brain's not doing anything, is it? Whereas me listening to them, it's like having someone in the room telling you stuff without you having to chat back. I
Yeah,
prefer that.
and if they do
I'm a
annoy
bigger
you,
listener than I'm
turn it
a
off.
talker.
Yeah.
Whereas these days, a lot of people are talking, but they're not listening.
Perfect.
So,
Although you're not listening to actual humans like your friends when they call you
because
up.
they're just mithering.
Do you make sure that you get everything done and dusted before Suzanne comes home, so she comes home to a spotless place?
Yeah.
And so she comes in, do you instantly show her the work you've done, or do you just let her notice it for herself?
Sometimes I just leave it and see how long it takes for her to go, oh, you've done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if she doesn't notice it, are you annoyed or are you excited to tell her?
Sometimes I forget.
It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that timing's a bit shoddy. I should do that. Wow, sometimes you forget. And so it's not the equivalent of when a lady comes to him and says, oh, you haven't noticed my new hairdo. Is it sort of the equivalent for you? If she hasn't noticed, you don't get frustrated?
No, you do notice her new hairdos, don't you? Because you say you don't like them. So what does she say about your tiling?
No, most of the stuff I do, she goes, that's good.
Yeah.
But sometimes she'll go, why don't we just get someone in to do it?
What, before or after?
Well, it depends what it is. If it's something that's big and has been bothering her, but it's not bothering me, I'm saying I'll sort it out.
Well, what's an example of something that's big that bothers her?
I feel
and not
like
you?
Carl only gets bothered by the little things. I feel like
Get
that's...
someone in. Well, no, I won't get someone
Sorry,
in.
I feel like that's
Because
his sort
see,
of
the thing
thing.
is, she got someone in once when the oven blew up. Right? I said, leave it, I'll sort it, I'll look at it. No, you don't know what you're doing, get someone in. No, let me have a look, no, get someone in. She calls someone up, they come round. The old £80 call-out charge business, straight away.
Let me guess, they
pull
don't
it
do
out,
anything.
They go, it was the fuse and the plug. Now, I could have sorted that out, but she didn't give me a chance. So now it's good now, because I've got that on the old back burner. So every time she says, let's call someone out, I'll go, oven.
Yeah, remember what happened to the oven.
So I'm glad in a way that she did. But so now she just leaves it. She doesn't interfere.
No,
Carl, I've got terrible pains. Oven.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I normally speak to my mum and dad at some point every day.
Really?
do you?
They live in Spain,
Yeah.
if I remember
Could you
correctly.
take us through a typical conversation with your dad? He calls up.
What does he say? What does he say?
He said, I've just been out, got your mum some medicine.
Well, every time he calls, he's
No,
been
I'm
out
just
and
telling
got
you the last call
Oh, I
out.
see.
Or did they go on
Right.
holiday together? I can't remember
what's the weather
exactly.
like? And then my mum might get on, and
Okay,
Okay.
what's she got to say?
Look forward to this.
she just tells me a bit of it. She, like, what was it the other day? She said, oh, have you seen them tablets that are food?
They are so similar. They are so similar, and I love that.
God, what is she a fucking astronaut?
Have you seen those worms with teeth?
Go on, what are the tablets that are like?
Oh, I love
That's
it.
what it is. It's like the spaceman food. They've come out and we're just chatting about them. She's saying, oh,
What do you mean they've come out? Really?
Yeah, because we live in a busy world and everything, where people haven't got time to have a proper lunch.
So you have a call like a scintillating phone conversation like this every day with your parents.
Yeah.
And does she always try to find a piece of new information she thinks might interest you?
That's
each day?
sweet, though. That's sweet.
that's
that you
very
talk to your
nice.
parents every day. So you've spoken to your mum and dad. You've changed the tiles.
Suzanne comes in,
The kitchen's all clean, ready for her to make the tea.
ready for her to make the tea, even though I know you've been tiling, but that was a job you gave yourself. You didn't have to do it.
No, but I don't do cooking. She knows that. This isn't even a discussion.
Right.
She knows.
What are you having tonight?
Scampi. So she'll do all that. I'll eat it.
And sorry, let me just rewind for a second.
I'll eat it. He's listing it in his day's work. I'll eat it. I say, I've eaten that. She goes, thank you. I go, oven. Okay, let's act it out.
Yeah.
Okay, you've just cleaned up,
Yeah.
right? The last bit there, you look back, them tiles look good. You look at the clock.
Right. Backing up. Cleaning up all the mess. Phone's going. Who's that? Suzanne.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Coming home. All right then. See you in a bit. She'll go. I'll put the kettle on, or at least fill it.
Yeah.
Ready. Because she normally calls again.
What do you mean?
And,
She calls again? What?
She calls again when she's out the tube.
Let's do it. Let's hear it. What's going on?
All right. You out the tube? Yeah. Do you want a cup of tea? Yeah. Right. See you in a minute. Sometimes I'll say, "Oh, get us a little treat when you come out the tube."
Yeah.
So she'll get me, you know, a bounty or something to go with a cup of tea.
Do you
Coconut.
specify that when you say get me a treat? She says, well, what?
I
Sometimes you
don't-
have a Mars bar, sometimes you have a
No,
Mars
that's enough.
I
for
bet
me.
she
I'll go,
surprises
when
him.
she comes in. It's a
I
talking
think
topic,
it's
isn't it? What
nice.
have you
I
got
think
me?
they have a good relationship.
She sometimes gets you a topic.
You know, it's something to chat about, isn't it?
Right, okay.
Get you a bounty.
To chat about.
So, has there ever been a time... Sorry, I just got to get this straight, Steve.
Sorry, Rick, I just wanted to say, could you imagine you and I having a conversation about what chocolate bar you ever brought me? What did you get me, Rick?
Got your bounty, is that all right?
Thanks, mate.
That's
That's
it.
as long as that conversation can possibly
Yeah,
go.
that
You're
is it.
talking about it's a talking point.
Yeah, so what happens? So what was the last time there was a discussion about what she bought you? Did she ever bring you a bounty and you go, oh, I was really hoping for a Mars bar?
No,
I think the last time she got a bounty, I sort of said, "Oh, they do a 3-pack now." Do you know how they just have 2 bars? They do a 3 one.
Right, what did she say?
She said, "Did they?" Did
She
they?
said, I want out of this relationship.
No,
I thought bounty was only just one.
Took a coat off. I'll go. Oh. She'll go. What are we having scampi still, or have you gone off the idea? And then I'll go. Oh, you know, we should get them tablets. My mum's been talking about. She goes, "What tablets?" I go, "The food." So see how it's all coming together.
Yeah.
So it's like that, and that's.
What does she say to the idea of now living on tablets instead of having some scampi and chips when she comes home after a hard day's work? What does
She
she say
just
to
sort of
that?
goes, "Oh right."
She says, oh, right.
Yeah.
So this important information which you're imparting that you've garnered during the day, her response to that is, oh, right.
Yeah.
So-
and then I'll get her attention at some point. I'll say there's worms with teeth.
Yeah. It's something to talk about, though. It is something to talk about. You've got to remember.
Big guns now.
Imagine-
Right, she's ignoring me. Okay, wait for this. Suzanne, I see you're ignoring me. Yeah. Worms with teeth. Oh, God. Amazing. So what does she say to worms have teeth?
I can't remember. She just sort of said, "Oh, have you got the facts right?" I said, "Yeah." That's kind of.
Heard it on the
She'll go,
news.
"Oh, right," or she'll. I mean, it's pretty rare that it's anything more than that.
So it's not a conversation, really. It's,
No.
Because the response twice now has been, oh, right.
What happens next? Take us through.
I'll sort of say, "You got anything to report? Anything gone on today?" And she knows it's. I sort of phase off again. It's like a phone call.
Yeah.
She'll go, "Oh, so and so's leaving or whatever," and I don't know these people, and I'm not that interested.
And she senses that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she'll go, "Oh, have you paid the insurance?" I go, "No, I forgot." She'll go, "Yeah, I've told you to do that." I said, "Yeah, but I've been doing the tiling." She's going, "Yeah, but you weren't meant to do the tiling. I asked you to sort the insurance out on the washer because the washer keeps breaking." And she won't let me fix it, even though I know what it was. It was the heating element. I said, I know how to fix that.
Yeah.
Then have a game of crib.
Yeah, sure. And call it a day there. Call it a day
Being in
there.
an old people's home.
I know.
And you've had a lovely game of crib with Suzanne, because, you know, the magic's still there. And what time do you hit the sack?
Don't know, about 11.
Do you go to bed at the same time?
Yeah. So that's it, yeah, that's
So,
the day, really.
well, hang on, we haven't finished yet. So, any conversation before bed?
Depends if the radio's on. I might say, look, here's that story about the worm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she'll go, yeah, but look, it hasn't got teeth. It said this, that, and the other. And I'll go, oh, forgot.
Good night.
That's the end of that. Really.
Another
Yeah.
day closer to death.
Absolutely amazing. Let me just pause it in. Guys, I've got to say, this has been one of my favourite episodes, and I'll tell you why. Because usually when they have episodes of the Ricky Gervais show, there's a lot of stuff which a lot of like thoughts and like debates and like actual hard questions that they talk about. And it's hard to make an opinion because it's so difficult the way Karl's interpreting it, and you have to interpret what Karl means by it. And this one was just plain and simple, nice and easy to watch, listening about Karl's day. And yeah, he sounds like he has a good day. I mean, him and Suzanne, I know they talk about the worms with teeth and stuff, but at least they're having a conversation. Like, Karl educates himself in the day, tells Suzanne about it, and then they go back and study. They fact check it when they're in bed, and then they leave it at that. And it sounds like it's a good day. I think as long as Karl just needs something happening in his mind, which is why he does the DIY, which is why he like looks up stuff and reads about the worms, and then he tells Suzanne about it. Because I feel like Karl he always just wants to be doing something, getting on with something, just to pass the day. And there's nothing wrong with that, because when you stop, you got nothing to do. But yeah, really did enjoy this. I'd say this was one of my favourite ones, guys. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for today. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later for, I think it will be a Would I Lie to You video. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Peace.